Welcome, everyone, to the Wildly Opinionated News Hour. Todd's World. Carrie's here. How's it going, Carrie?
Great. How are you?
Good. This is going to be our last show of the year, which is exactly the opposite of what I told everybody last week.
I was going to say, anyone listening last week's going to be like, cool, we're going to sail through.
We'll throw you off, guys. I decided not to do any more Beers with Jesus for the year. We're going to do one final news hour. This will be our end of the year Christmas show as the world is falling down around us. And
our listeners are going to be so lost without us. I don't know.
But we'll be back. First week of January, we'll be back. I'm going to take a little bit of time off. Got some writing things that I want to focus on a little bit.
That's
take
cool.
a little bit of as we get a little, things slow down a little bit over the holidays. Sometimes, in some ways they speed up. I don't know about you.
I need to work on writing something upbeat. Like you're writing like end of the world stuff. I'm writing sad holiday crap.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, but it's good. It's therapeutic. So
the year's almost over, Carrie. I would say this would be your last show as the designated Todd's World widow.
Is that right?
There's no more sympathy. It's all run out.
No more sympathy? All right. Do I get lots of sympathy today? No. That's so terrible. You're so mean.
Next year's a new year.
New year.
Carrie's getting married in January.
Oh,
just kidding. Kidding.
I am not getting married in January. Woo!
And with any luck, well, I mean, I'm going to be a little bit of an ongoing cancer patient. Well, hopefully we don't have any cancer. We don't have an official Todd's World cancer patient this next year.
Let's have a cancer-free, death-free
I don't get cancer-free, I don't think, but I get chilled, so it just doesn't do anything for a long time. And I can live with that.
You get a cancer dormant.
I mean, theoretically, I could never need treatment again. That's the crazy thing. But I would always have cancer. That's what's weird.
So weird.
So it's not even, they don't even consider it in remission per se. It just sits there and doesn't really do much.
Right. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, different, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? I look back at the last year and think, pretty good. It was an eventful year, a lot going on. Maybe not a lot of great stuff, some hard stuff, and yet, I don't know, we got through it all. We're still here. We're still sitting here.
We are still here.
Merry Christmas, Carrie.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all our listeners too.
I wore a wintry Christmassy shirt.
You did. I've got a flannel on because it's freezing in Michigan.
Oh my gosh. I know. You guys are really.
It was like 6 degrees last night.
Over the headphones now. Wait, how cold was it?
6 maybe. I don't know. Last night we were sitting here and the wind chill was a -2. You know that.
Ooh.
We went and we got our Christmas tree. We always get a live Christmas tree.
Okay.
We're late this year. We've been late the last couple of years. Anyway, Nikki,
good time to
me, Nikki, and Allie went to grab it. And it's all right. The first one we went to, they have another location which I forgot about, and there was like nobody at this location.
Oh.
And I called Amber. I was like, "Where'd you get your tree?" And she was like, "I had to go to Borkville, the other." And okay. I forgot they had this other location, so I went there, and it was so cold. We basically took the first decent tree that would fit in our house and thought, that looks fine.
Because it was just too cold to browse.
Yes. It was so
cold. It'll be fine. You're going to cover it with your stuff.
That's right. It'll be fun.
You survived.
I'm excited. We haven't put it up yet. We haven't decorated yet, but we have the tree.
Okay.
So we're on our
way. So we're recording and it is the 14th. Yeah.
It's not so bad. Because we usually keep it a couple weeks after Christmas.
Got 11 days. 11 days. 11 days to Christmas?
Isn't that crazy?
It's so crazy. It's the weirdest Christmas here. So
is it?
Yeah, we're not really doing gifts.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
That makes sense. We're lightening up on gifts this year.
Yeah.
Both in just our immediate family with the girls and everything. And then in our wider kind of family Christmases, we're just I don't know, taking it easy. We're not going to do, I don't think we're going to do like an exchange for a bigger family, extended family. We're just going to enjoy, I don't know.
That's kind of our plan. It's like, let's just all get together, kind of make it. We're kind of like, let's make it through the day. Let's make it fun for Matthew.
Yeah.
The baby.
Well, this will be hard because this is your first Christmas without Steve, right? Because he was your last Christmas. Yeah.
So it's super weird.
Yeah. And it's like the year anniversary too.
It's coming up.
Coming up. That was in January, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks after
Just into
Christmas.
January, yeah.
Yeah. Super weird.
A lot going on.
Just a lot. Yeah, and we're just kind of like, let's just make sure we can all be together and, kind of make it through the day and focus on the kind of being,
Well, I'm calling it early. I called you not being the official Todd's World widow even before the anniversary. So
yeah, it's fine.
close the workbook, burn it.
I
No,
know.
just kidding.
Burn the workbook. I might read through it one more time. I think I'll actually go through that class one more time.
Well, yeah, it's been helpful.
Like later. Yeah, really helpful.
Yeah. That's good.
Later next year. Nice people, though.
It's been a good, I think it's been a good year. It's been an eventful year.
Yep.
A lot going on.
There are really good things, no matter what's going on, the bad stuff going on in your life, the hard things going on here. I think we are both the type of people who can look at it and say, there's a lot of good, too. There's always good stuff.
A lot of growth. Yeah.
Yes. And growth is uncomfortable.
It is.
That sounds like a workbook line, but
it does.
but it's true.
Books.
Anyway,
I know everyone else. I'm going to get back to writing next year, but there's not going to be any workbooks, people. They're just going to be stories.
I'm so excited for those, but
I want to get back to Insurrection and Witness. I've got a new Sunday show story I'm working on, so I've got some stuff out there that I want to focus on a little bit. So for me, the next year, I got to reclock and get my ass up at 5 a.m. and get back to writing.
Gosh, remember when you used to do that?
Yeah, that's what I got to do. That's when I get my best writing done. I got to get up early and go to it.
That's cool.
So I'm excited about it.
I am too.
And I'm excited for Todd's World next year.
Are you?
Because I think we've only gotten better. It seems to me that we're already Hall of Fame level. 7.5 stars. Approaching 9.
Out of 5. Let's be clear. Out of 5 stars. Yes.
And that's a good point, guys. We are not going to have this week Beers with Jesus, but you can go back and hit any of our Beers with Jesus.
There's a lot to choose from.
And in January, we'll be back. First week of January, we'll be back, and we'll be back in Acts.
Cool.
And if you need Christmas stuff, just watch the Peanuts Christmas. Watch Linus do the story. He does a good job.
It's so good. We're gonna watch that with Matthew. We're so excited.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we talked about that last year. Do you have any movies that you watch for Christmas every year or shows?
We have lots. And actually, we just watched Die Hard last night.
Oh, that's Christmassy.
It is, and it's kind of like a joke.
Yeah.
Some people are like, that's not a Christmas movie. And people are like, yes, it is. Anyway, my guys had only seen it once, and it was a long time ago.
Oh, so we watched they enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it in so long. There were scenes, there was a scene I didn't even remember. I'm like, what's happening? And so it was fun. Yeah, it was good. What about you?
When Bruce Willis is still with us cognitively. He's been struggling.
I know.
It's unfortunate. I can't remember what it is. It's some kind of a cognitive degenerative disease.
Yeah, it's like a frontal something.
But I don't think it's your classic dementia. It's a little different or something.
It's in the dementia category, but it's a particular
unfortunate.
Yeah. So did you check out the one I told you about this Christmas?
No. What was it?
Okay. It's called This Christmas.
What's it on again? You told me all this and I forgot it.
Prime?
I'll look it up.
Okay, sorry.
We always watch The Family Stone. That's our big one.
Right.
And we will watch that this year.
Let me see if they want to watch that this time.
I think it's even on Netflix now or something.
It's on something very accessible.
Yeah. And we've always loved that show. So that's a good show. I don't know what else we'll watch. We'll see.
You turned me on last year to the 7 loaves and 7
the Feast of the Seven Fishes. That's on Netflix, isn't it? That's a Netflix original. And that's a good one. We'll watch that too.
Yeah, that's good.
There's another Netflix original with Tim Allen that's El Camino Christmas that I like.
It's called El Camino Christmas?
It's called El Camino Christmas. And it's not the Tim Allen that you're used to. He plays an alcoholic, washed up. But then there's this shooting in this gas station, and I enjoy it. I think it's a great show. We've watched it a few different times.
That sounds fun. That's cool.
Not the whole family. Usually Nikki and I will watch that, but
yeah.
So it's fun though.
We love Fred Claus. Hysterical. So underrated. And have you seen
Yeah.
that with Vince Vaughn?
Yeah. If I've seen it, I don't remember. I know who's in it.
So good. Four Christmases is fun. We like the comedies.
They're fun. They are
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Four Christmases has Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn in it, right? Vince
Yeah.
Vaughn's in Fred Claus. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're fans of him.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He was great in
Anyway,
Wedding Crashers. So,
good time.
yeah. So I'm excited. So there will not be a Beers with Jesus this week, but there's so much to listen to. If you've missed any of the episodes, go back, check out either Beers with Jesus, check out News Hour. You're going to find them wildly entertaining. And
Fantastic.
we'll be back first week of January with more wildly entertaining takes. I expect between now and then, whatever happens in the world, they'll get by okay without us. But you can follow
I
us
hope
on,
so.
you can follow me at least on Instagram, Facebook. It's either at Todd Allen,
Mm-hmm.
just or Todd's World 2023. I think Todd's World 2023 on X.
Cool.
So you'll always get an idea what I'm thinking. Mostly I comment. I don't post a lot. I repost things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell what I'm paying attention to.
That's
And then
cool.
I comment at times. I just slide in with like the little comments, and then I don't argue with people because I'm not going to argue with bots. And I don't know
Oh,
who's
I
a
know
bot
they
and who's
are
not a bot.
bots. They're all
So
bots. It's so bad.
so anyway,
Yeah.
and you check out toddsworld.net. The merch is on there. I think you could probably still order some before Christmas. Um, Books are on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so
Cool.
it's been yeah, you know what? I look back and I think it's been a good year. A lot going
Good.
on, but um but a good year.
Cool.
God was with us through it all, and I'm happy with that, you know?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Paying attention to the news this week, or are you too busy for Christmas?
So I know that I know I saw stuff, but I'm just not really recalling anything. Like I was telling you beforehand, it's like
Well,
if
the
you ask
Michigan
me,
football coach had a little bit of a problem.
oh,
He ran into some problems.
I am so sad about that. That poor guy.
Oh, I
I'm
mean,
feeling I'm
I
feeling some
felt a little
sympathy.
bad for him.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Hmm.
Although the more things started coming out, the more it
Hmm.
was like as soon as he got out of jail, fine. Oh, so for people who don't know, if you're not a
Okay.
sports fan
Yep.
or you're not, and this is a pretty big story,
Right.
but the University of Michigan football coach was Sherone Moore. He's been the coach for a couple of years.
Hmm.
Harbaugh left a couple of years ago, and Sherone Moore took over for him. Sherone Moore was his assistant,
Okay.
and Sherone Moore just got fired this week
Hmm.
for Wednesday morning, and all kind of broke loose that he had had an affair with a younger staffer,
Hmm.
and then what began to come out, all of a sudden everything started hitting all at once on Wednesday, which
Yeah.
because he was in jail, all of a sudden he's in custody, and everybody's like, what's going on?
Yeah, it was kind of like it was like so much at once. You were like, I don't even know what's true. It's kind of like that's how I feel about the news now. It's like,
Yeah.
what's happening? Like, I'm not sure.
So the timeline is that he'd been with this chick for a couple of years.
Okay.
This, I guess, I'm going to call it something of an open secret at Michigan
Okay.
and among media. A lot of people knew about this. Now, whether or not Michigan had their smoking gun, the idea is that prior to this past week,
Hmm.
that they were investigating it, but they didn't know. And I don't know. College athletics, who knows? It's also corrupt. But
I say I know it's not the clean, wholesome young
so
athlete aspiring
Sherone
atmosphere we
Moore,
imagine.
younger black guy, I don't even think he's 40. I think he's like 39.
Oh yeah.
He's got a wife and kids at home, three young girls at home, real young, I think, like one couple, I don't know, one, three,
Yeah,
whatever.
pretty little.
Um, and Monday morning, the girlfriend breaks up with Sherone Moore. She
Oh,
was
okay.
his executive assistant. So he had
Okay.
taken this woman that he was having an affair with, this girl,
Yep.
made her his executive assistant, and given her nearly doubled her salary, not quite, but it went up a
Right.
lot. So your door is moving, Carrie. It's
Yeah,
just
I
magic.
was like, "Oh, sorry, a cat. I'm sorry, a cat just walked in, but she decided to not slip in, but open the door wide. Like I
Nikki and
have
I just watched
arrived."
The Conjuring last
Oh
last
my
night, and it made
gosh,
me think
you're
of just
what are
things
you
are
watching The
opening.
Conjuring on just in like 2 weeks before
I know
Christmas?
that's what Nikki said. I was like, "Come on, let's watch it. It'd be great."
Horrible.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, well, all right, I'm here. Keep going. So
You're here. So
he
anyway,
doubled her
she
salary.
yeah, but then anyway, she broke up with him Monday morning, and he starts going crazy, kind of half-ass stalking her and everything else. And then she went to the university Wednesday morning, I think,
Okay.
because he's like on her, and then he fired her Tuesday. That's how Tommy is.
Okay. Oh
Oh,
no. He
she breaks
fired
up
her.
with him. He's stalking her. He fires her.
Yep.
She goes to the university with all the receipts. The university fires Sherone Moore
Yeah.
Wednesday morning. So Tuesday night, Sherone Moore's going to bed, getting up in the morning, getting ready for the Citrus Bowl, and then he gets fired and proceeds to burn down his entire life.
I know he really did.
He goes home. Of course, imagine he gets in a fight with his wife because he's fired for cause. So this isn't like where they get a big buyout. They get, I mean, that doesn't mean that in the end he won't negotiate something of a buyout, but
Mhm.
he's not owed anything. They just
Right.
stop it
His
because
massive contract is kind of like,
he had
whoop,
a
out the
morals
window.
clause, and his
Well,
most of them, they all do. They all have
I was
morals
gonna say,
clause.
what is he fired for?
Breaking
For
the
the
morals clause. You can't have whether or not he could have an affair or not, I don't know, but you certainly can't have an affair with somebody who's working for you,
Okay,
who then
gotcha.
you promote. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
It,
increase, give a suspiciously high raise.
so then he and something of an argument breaks out with his wife. Imagine, and then
Mm,
he goes to, and
shocker.
he says he's suicidal. His wife calls the cops, says he's suicidal. He
Yeah.
then goes to the girlfriend's house and breaks into her apartment,
Oh
and he
gosh.
gets a couple butter knives.
Okay.
I don't know why on the butter knives. He gets a couple butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors, holds them to his own neck, and says, "I'm gonna kill myself, and my blood will be on your hands."
Oh my gosh. That's so sad.
And she calls the cops. Cops end up catching up with him, and he ends up spending the I don't know. He could still be in jail. His arraignment was Friday, so that was Wednesday.
Did
His
he threaten
arraignment
her
was
as well
Friday. I
when he
don't
was
think
there?
so.
Okay.
I haven't.
One account that I read said that he did, but
At first, they said that, but I don't. After reading it, I don't
mm,
think he threatened her as much as he threatened himself.
yeah.
Kinda. Because he wasn't
Oh,
charged with that. He was charged with home invasion, stalking, and I don't know, some other thing, but I don't think
gotcha.
he was charged
Okay.
with threatening her.
Okay.
So, anyway, that's been a big story. And of course, I'm in Michigan, so it's been an
How
even bigger story here, but
yeah. How do you what do you think of this?
I don't know. I just think, oh, then it starts coming out.
Oh, there's more?
OnlyFans, there's these OnlyFans models. They're like, oh yeah, he's been texting me forever. He offered this one OnlyFans model season tickets if she'd have a foursome with him. He skipped right to a foursome. He didn't even go to a
Wow.
threesome. He just was like,
He's one-upping everyone he
but
knows.
she didn't care enough about season tickets. There's other OnlyFans
Dang.
models he's been texted. Supposedly, he would text these OnlyFans models like at halftime of the Ohio State Michigan game.
What?
I mean, it's just like,
That sounds kind of like an addiction.
yeah, I was talking to our old buddy Will, and he said that it almost sounded like some kind of a sex addiction thing or something
That
that he was
totally
doing.
does. I'm sorry, you're in the middle, you're in the middle of the game of the year and
It makes you wonder what Michigan, they were 9-3 this year. Makes you wonder what they could have done if they had a coach who was halfway locked in.
right?
You know what I mean? So anyway,
I feel bad. I know there are
it's
people out there saying,
unfortunate to
"He's
throw
a
things away.
dirtbag," and he's what's that?
It's unfortunate that he threw his life away.
Right, that's why I'm feeling bad because I just feel like he had everything going for him. You've got
Yeah.
everything, man, and then just someone who can have that much and then get that far off track, like, go that far
It is
astray.
sad.
It makes me sad, yeah.
And because in the wake of this train wreck that becomes his life, a lot of other people get wrapped into it.
Right, I mean, this
And I
isn't
will
good
say
for
right
his
now, Michigan just
family and
it looks a little scandal ridden. I mean, and I'll
yeah,
say Michigan has the best basketball team in the country.
okay, that's
They
cool,
have an amazing
but
basketball team. But
just kinda
oh, they fired their athletic
tarnishes
director too the day after they fired Sherone Moore, which I
really?
think he was keeping things under wraps. So I think that they had,
No?
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so we can just be judgy for a second. That to me sounds like a good call
Yeah, I
because
think it was.
you know that the boss probably knew.
I think so. It sounds like most people knew. Whether or not they had the goods,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't think they probably did until
Mhm.
the girl kind of gave them all the receipts and every, text message,
Mhm.
everything basically, just says, hey,
Yeah.
this was the relationship. Because I guess up until then they had both denied it. Both
Oh, okay.
the girl and Sherone Moore had denied the relationship to
Gotcha.
the university.
Okay.
I didn't know.
The other thing I feel bad about is I always feel bad for celebrities when stuff like this happens because people in the public eye, because I think everyone makes mistakes. Imagine your mistakes being like broadcast to the world.
Yeah.
That's
But that's why you had a $30 million contract, you
I guess
know?
so. Yeah. Instead, let's rewind. Imagine having a $30 million contract.
Just pissing it all away.
Yeah, I would
Well,
think
I think he got 2
that
years out of it, so that's probably 12 million. I think it was like 6 million a year for 5, something
well,
like that. Could have been a 6-year contract, 5 million a year, whatever it was.
he's about to have an ex-wife and an ex-family, so a lot of it's gonna go to them.
It's not a good situation.
Yeah, it's
He's
tough.
not getting any of it now. That's the thing. When you're fired for cause,
It's tough.
yeah, and it puts Michigan in a bad spot because the transfer portal's open. It's just a bunch of things. It's horrible timing. A lot of the coaching carousel has kind of worked its way, and so
Yeah.
I don't know what they're
Shoot.
gonna do, but
Okay.
whatever. That
All
was a big
right.
news story.
That was big.
It was kinda like watching I found myself real interested in it because it was like a miniature version of Tiger Woods. Like, it was like a train wreck, and you can't look away, and all these everything
Right.
new things are coming out, like,
Yeah, and
on
it's
the
like
hour.
it's like how many layers of this onion are we gonna learn about?
Like a voyeur.
It's tough. Yeah, a little bit. I get that though.
So,
When
that
people
was
are in the
interesting.
public eye, like, we're watching. So,
I think the worst thing that happened
mhm.
just yesterday. I think it was yesterday, which was the shoot did you see the mass shooting at Brown? Brown University.
Okay, Brown? No.
Brown University, which is in Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay.
Uh, Ivy League historic they call them HBCUs, historically black.
Historically Black colleges and
Yeah, yeah,
universities,
that's
yeah.
what it is. Right. And I
HBCUs.
and Brown was one of
Is
those.
is
I
Brown
think.
one of them?
Am I wrong? I thought that they were.
I don't think it
They're
is,
also
but
Ivy League, but, I thought that they were an
I'm gonna
HBCU.
look it up. Okay.
Anyway,
So,
the I found that to be a little bit fascinating because they didn't you know,
no, it's not.
it's not. Okay, I thought
Mm-mm,
it was.
mm-mm.
Alright. Harry says it's not. So I'm getting
According to
mixed
the
up.
Google AI
Well,
overview,
they're probably
it's
right. I'm not up to date on all my historically black colleges and
yeah,
universities. I just
it's
thought that
private Ivy League research, university in Rhode Island.
okay.
Okay, sorry.
So I knew it was that, and I wanted to see. I had some.
Mm.
I had a clip here of. Um, sorry, I wasn't laughing at the people dying. It's like as I'm going through clips, I find some other clips that I like. Jasmine pops up in it, and I know what the clip is, and it's kind of fun. But this, um, they couldn't find. They've got like Brown University has. I'm going to say something like 830 some cameras on campus,
Okay.
video cameras for surveillance, right?
Mhm, mhm.
If you looked at all of Rhode Island, they're one of the most heavily monitored by
Oh,
video
okay.
in the state. Not a
Wow.
very big state, but you know what I'm saying.
Sure. Yeah.
And somehow they have no footage of this guy anywhere
What?
and couldn't get the guy. I mean, this is something else I was
Oh,
fascinated in because
no.
he shot up. I think they're saying he killed him, or he didn't kill. He shot around 20 people
Okay.
ish, students, whatever. And I think 2 of them were killed, and the rest I think are in critical but stable condition, as
Okay.
far as the last that I had heard.
Wow. Yeah, I did not
Um,
hear this.
and this guy happened to be this is what I'm looking for. Let me see if I can find a clip
Okay.
from the police officer on it. And mind you, they're still now they do have a suspect in custody. Now this is a day later. So we're recording on Sunday. This happened on Saturday.
Okay.
They do find they had, and I think they got him. There was some confusion too because Trump tweeted about it and he said they had a suspect, and then Trump tweeted again and he said no, we got bad information. They don't have a suspect. Well, what happened was they did have a suspect, but it wasn't the right guy.
Okay.
So they had somebody they dragged
So
in.
I
They
figured,
realized this isn't the guy, and so then they start looking all over trying to find the guy. But mind you, we don't have video surveillance of them. You know, all the surveillance that you had, and they had, I mean, listen, the Charlie Kirk thing is still a little suspect, I think, but still we had surveillance camera footage of the guy and whatever, right?
Right.
Don't have anything of this guy. So he basically comes in to, where is this? Let me see if this is a good clip for this. I want to get the class right. It was one class that he went into. Oops, that's not the right one. That's not what I wanted. And I want to get the class right because I won't if I don't read it.
Okay. Sure.
It's so many idiots out there.
This is terrible. I didn't hear about this one.
Oh, you didn't?
Watching. No, I was just watching
really
this
bad.
morning. Just watching this morning the video of some guy who like subdued someone who was trying to shoot.
Well, that was in Australia. That wasn't the only mass shooting yesterday. There was a mass shooting in Australia, and I think like 10 people were killed.
Okay, yeah, and
It
this
was
guy
on a
like
beach in
jumped on this
Australia.
guy. Yeah, that's the video that I saw, and I couldn't figure out where it was.
Here they are asking the police chief of Providence, Rhode Island, about the video. You know, they're like, why don't we have more video?
It's about the process.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. I gotta do something, guys. This is no one's fault but my own, but I don't have my audio settings up. And the clips are all over the place when it comes to audio. Okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
It revolves around the fact that Brown University is the most camera-ridden, most conscious piece of real estate in Rhode Island, and yet there seems to be little or no video evidence outside of that clip. You know, respecting the investigation, is there a lot more video that we're just not able to see yet because of the ongoing investigation, or is there simply no video?
So what we shared with you the other day is what we have that we could share, and then we'll continue to, again, we're continuing to collect evidence. As we speak, we have detectives out there trying to continue
that we could share.
Find. So I don't want to tell you that there's no more video because we might find something within the next few minutes. So yes, it's possible, but what we gave you the other day is what we have. Go ahead.
I'd like to know why the police chief of Providence, Rhode Island sounds like he's from Puerto Rico. Like, is it that difficult to find Hispanic Americans who can speak normal English, who don't sound like they just swam across the frickin' Rio Grande?
You know what?
It's
a fair point. I heard it. I didn't think about it. I was listening to what he was saying. I was listening to him not answer the question.
Right.
Or I was listening to him answer it in 3 or 4 different ways.
What was he talking about?
He said, we've shared everything that we have, but then he's like, we've shared everything that we can share.
Well, we might find some more.
We might find some more in like the next few minutes. What does that mean? What does that mean? We might find more in the next few minutes. And he's like, well, you know, we have more to share. We'll share. It's like, what? I don't know. That was the sketchiest answer. But you make a fair point. I don't mind again that someone from somewhere else is in that position, but
I do. I just don't. I don't understand why we can't have people who speak normal English being why do we need First of all, maybe we need to get rid of some immigrants altogether. But why do we need them as our law enforcement police chiefs?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything
Honest
about
to God. Either that or we got to start teaching English in schools again. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
And I don't even care if you speak Spanish. Fine. Speak all the Spanish you want. But if you to be a law enforcement, to be a police chief in America, I feel like you should be born in America. Maybe people don't like that idea, but that's what it seems like to me.
You know, we talk about the higher positions and it's coming down. It's kind of like, I may be going a little bit deeper into the tiers of employment, into those leadership positions is not a terrible idea just because they can have such influence. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying this is a bad guy, but that is the sketchiest answer. And just a side note, I subbed this week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And I was in a class.
But you're not doing much of that these days, right?
No, it was kind of a special thing. It was a special thing that I did for for a teacher who needed, I love covering her class.
Did you wheel out your Puerto Rican accent?
No, I'm just saying there was a student there, though, who speaks no English at all.
Yeah, I believe
None.
that. I believe that.
It's just wild to me. And I'm thinking, how is she learning anything? Well, she's not. She looks completely bored.
Yeah.
She's trying to take a test. And I'm thinking, this test is in English. What is she doing?
Right. It's just not.
Yeah, it's bad. So
it's a bad situation all the way around.
Teachers
So anyway, what happened
Okay.
is, I can't find the exact clip that's going to tell me, but it was a classroom on economics, and I believe it had something to do with Jewish economics. It was something to do with Judaism, with Jews, something to do with that.
It's like
that's why I wanted to find it.
Motivated shooting.
But so it was the only class, and guess what the guy shouted as he came in? Now, if you go across the media, you're not going to find much of this. They'll be like, he shouted something. They don't want to tell us what. They also don't want to tell us anything about the identity, anything about the suspect. What's that tell you? Well, from reports on the ground, he came in shouting Allahu Akbar.
Oh my God!
Anybody shocked by that?
I'm kind of not.
Same thing that happened in Australia. It was Muslim.
Darn
they just went in and started shooting, and it was also whatever was in. It was on a beach in Australia, and it was some kind of a Jewish gathering. There was something again. I'm not familiar enough with all the different Jew things. No, I'm just not. I don't know all the different things, but I know that this is clearly racially or religiously motivated.
That's awful.
I'd almost say it's more religious than it is racial. It's clearly Islam, and they clearly are out to.
Yeah, and when you talk about the Jewish people, you talk about Israeli people, Jewish faith. You talk about, Arab people who are Muslim, practice Islam. It's like, I feel like when it comes to those two in particular, the race and the religion, they're blurred together in a way that, like, Christianity is not.
100%.
It's not blurred. So it's easier for us to separate. It looks like, according to online, it looks like they might have someone in custody now, but they're not. But they're not. But they're not releasing information.
They aren't going to tell us.
It might jeopardize future prosecution.
Here's a Somalian woman.
He's in his 20s, though. He's in his 20s, so
fighting age. Yeah. How many foreign fighting age men did Biden let in? That's the question.
Too many.
I think what you're seeing right now,
is
you're seeing the beginning of World War III. And the World War III, it's not going to be the Russians, and it's not going to be China. I'm not going to say that's not going to be involved at different times. Radical Islam, same thing that we've been fighting, and that because it's not just here.
I was going to say,
UK, all of Europe.
Yes,
they are here to take over. Here's a Somali woman that tells us,
"What are you going to do if we say no? We don't want to assimilate. We don't want to be like you. You people are so fucking sick, honestly. Assimilate, or you're not American. Who are you? What are you going to do if we say no?"
So they don't think they need to assimilate to America. Which my answer is, okay, who are we? We just happen to be the people who have the country. Why are you here? I understand that you don't want to be us. Don't come here then.
Right.
I mean, if you want to come here and go to Disney for a week, whatever. Point is, you don't want to assimilate, don't come here. It's real easy.
Yeah.
This isn't difficult. So the only question is, are we going to commit national suicide or not? Because that's what Europe's doing.
I was going to say, like Europe, it's bad. Well, and you know what? They just were trying so hard not to be racist that they have found themselves neck deep in a mess. Yeah, it's really tough. So if you're right, if this is the beginning, you think this is going to be like a war, and it's going to be being fought everywhere.
Well, it'll be asymmetric warfare. It's part of what's got me wanting to get back to writing insurrection again, because I'm feeling a little insurrection-y.
Insurrection-y. Don't you abandon witness, though.
No, I'm both. I'm excited about both. It is Witness's turn.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
My problem with Witness is I wrote like half of the next season, and I feel like I don't think it's right, and it really bugs me to throw the season. That's a tough darling for me to kill, but I think I might have to. It's just listen to this chick. This is Representative Sarah Stalker. So this is a congressional I think it's a congressional representative.
Okay.
I don't know from where though. I can't find it.
I'm going to be honest. I don't feel good about being white every day for a lot of reasons.
About being white?
Because it's a point of privilege that I get to move through the world in a way that so many of my other colleagues and friends and family members in the community don't get the privilege to do.
Mm.
And I'm just a female, but just a woman, just a white woman.
Oh my gosh.
If I was a white man, I would be functioning from a point of an even greater privilege.
You wouldn't believe it.
I think we're missing an opportunity when kids have a moment to reflect about how the color of their skin does and does not allow them to move through the world. Running to them and trying to stifle that and trying to say you shouldn't feel bad, so we don't want to ever expose you to something that is going to make you have to pause and have maybe some internal feelings. It's a missed opportunity for some really good dialogue.
What other kind of feelings are there? Than internal feelings. I don't know.
Don't have any internal feelings.
That is a picture of a white liberal woman suicide. That is what will end our nation.
Well, okay, I was going to say, yeah,
it's in Europe right now already.
Yeah, I was going to say it's not suicide for white women.
No.
Suicide
of the country, yeah.
It is for the country, and there's so many people who feel that way.
Mm-hmm. Diversity is our strength, right? Isn't that what we're told?
Yeah, I guess so. What's this like moving through the world? Moving through the world. It's like,
I'm so bothered by my own whiteness. People are so stupid.
Yeah.
Honestly, the spirit of the age has so deceived so many.
Yeah.
That it's just.
That to me sounds like it's, I don't know, what, 10 years old. That soundbite.
And yet it's not. They're still here.
2025, she's still, like, they're still talking about it.
This is from Australia. This is the attack in Australia. It was on Bondi Beach. 10
but
are confirmed dead.
Oh, shoot. I would just want to say one more thing about that lady. The fact that she wants to go talk to kids about this again. Yeah, let's make kids feel bad about what color they are. Right. How is this healthy?
That's the best way to do it.
I don't think it's healthy at all. Go ahead.
Not all kids, though. Just white kids.
Just the white kids. And I'm sorry if you're having that conversation. Guess what? The black kids or the kids of color here, and they're like, oh, yeah, the white kids suck.
Mm-hmm.
The white kids have it better. I'm a victim. It's their fault. It's like, it's just perpetuating the division.
That's all they're trying to do.
The perceived inequity. I hate it. Okay.
It's because that's how they perceive themselves to rise, is through exploiting those divisions.
Yeah. Well said.
This is a politician right after the Australian, the Muslim terrorist attack. That was another Muslim terrorist attack.
The factors are that have contributed to this awful tragedy that seems to be of a huge scale. You know, the fact that we know that 10 people have lost their lives today is utterly horrendous. And, you know, my heart breaks for those people and their families and for the communities affected across the world. I think it's important to note that the escalation of this narrative of who we're against and how much we want to divide each other and how much we want to attack each other, that is really at the core of a lot of the problems that we have in the country at the moment. And I firmly believe that people are good and that given the opportunity, they will look out for each other. And I just want to say that as much as possible, we should try and detoxify the way that we think of people who aren't like us, because our diversity in this country is our strength.
In case you wondered, diversity is our strength.
I'm sorry. Why is she saying this on the fresh heels of a shooting?
But we got to let in more Muslims.
Like we have to be careful. Yeah, we have to be careful what we say about this person.
Remember when 9/11 happened and Bush got up there and wanted to make sure there are peaceful, loving people. This was only 7 of them. Remember that?
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't go after Muslims. They're not here to hurt us. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe they are. Maybe what's been going on for, I don't know, when did Islam start? Like the 500 ADs, kind of?
Oh,
600 AD?
I don't
Maybe it's
know.
been going on for 1,500 years. Maybe the wars between the Moors and the Ottomans and Crusaders, maybe all that's been going on for a while. Maybe we haven't gotten beyond it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I do think we talked earlier this year about how there is some hope within some of the Muslim countries, or some of the Middle Eastern countries, that they won't be leading with Islam, that they're going to try to work with Trump to make some money, you know what I mean? Rebuild
Yes.
Gaza, all those different things.
Right.
And I do think that's true, but there's still this Islam as a religion, you can't get along with them. You cannot peacefully coexist.
Well, not if you're an infidel.
Right.
Yeah.
Not if you're not Islam.
Exactly.
Or Muslim or whatever, yeah.
Right.
They want you dead. Now, I understand
How-
not every single one of them does.
Yeah.
But so what?
Yeah.
What if only 10% of them do? What if only 2% of them do?
What if only the fighting age ones who are here
Right.
want to? Todd, how did this guy in Bondi Beach in Australia get one of these guns? It just hit me while we were listening to that. That
It's wild.
like they don't have guns. People don't have guns in Australia. Isn't that correct?
Yeah. And how are they even getting them? Because it seems like the guns are the problem. And if we can just get guns off the street.
How did this guy get one of these guns?
Shocking. I don't know. It's weird that when you take away guns, you only take them away from law-abiding citizens, and that those who are going to break the laws, sometimes they stumble across them in the course of their life.
But I mean, in all seriousness, like there are not a bunch of guns floating around Australia.
No, both Australia and the UK have banned guns essentially.
So nuts.
Oh, here's another one. This was another Muslim thing.
Okay.
Did you hear about a woman in Savannah, not far from you?
Savannah, Georgia?
Savannah, Georgia. She was walking.
I have not heard this.
You haven't heard this?
No.
I don't have her name. Well, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Hold on.
I want to go there. It's on my bucket list.
Ashley. Oh my gosh. It's a Polish name.
Okay.
Like my sister's. Wasilewski, maybe?
Okay.
Anyway, doing the best I can.
Wazlowski.
Wazlowski, maybe it could be.
Probably.
Okay.
I was going to say, I know, like, you kind of have to shorten it all. It usually works.
She was walking. This just happened. I think it happened night before last, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
She was walking near Forsyth Park when someone came up behind her and poured a chemical on her, poured acid on her.
Oh no.
They didn't push her. They didn't punch her. Her clothes melted. Her skin burned. Screams loud enough to bring the neighbors running. No one knows the attacker. No reason. Just pain. And there's police released a blurry image of some guy in a hoodie, a black guy.
Oh no.
I say it was Muslim because this has been endemic over in Europe. It's just starting with these acid attacks.
Gosh, where do they get this kind of acid?
I don't know. I don't know what they use.
Yeah.
But you know why I think they do it? Why do you think they do it? What do you think the point is of the acid attacks? I mean, other than just terror, obviously.
Right. I was going to say terror. It's something like they don't have to, it's not like a weapon they have to get rid of or conceal, or, I mean, you have to have a bucket of something, I guess, but I mean but the damage it does. And it's usually targeted to women, isn't it?
Attractive white women.
Okay.
Just culturally they do.
Yeah.
Meaning, and I don't even mean the women so much. I don't mean Muslim women.
Okay.
Muslim men. Whatever there is that's in that culture that just churns out hatred towards beautiful American women. Maybe because they're inbred, have an IQ of 42 and can't get a beautiful white American woman. I don't know. Maybe it's that American women aren't willing to be subjugated to sexual slavery. I don't know.
They're free and strong, you know.
But that's what it's an attack on. It's an attack directly on the West. Because that's an obvious difference. You don't have the burqa. We don't have the burqas and the hijabs and everything else. So you want to dress like that? well, we're going to take care of you and your beauty, and we're going to terrorize you. Because what's worse in some ways for a woman? I mean, you think of all, societally, so much,
right?
So much is put on women to be beautiful and to look a certain way and to whatever.
Our appearance matters a lot.
They are attacking a fundamental tenet of Western beauty standards and Western civilization.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to see more of it unless we stand up. We're going to have to start now. You could start with Somalians. You can start, first of all, you got to start with the illegals, obviously.
Yeah.
There's tons of illegals. We got to get rid of all of them.
But this just happened and they don't have a guy or anything, right?
They don't have a guy. They don't have any idea.
Okay.
Well, who knows? Who knows what's going on? Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
And yet, while this is taking over Europe, while this is this Muslim invasion is happening, I ran across this: the countries with the most arrests for online comments.
Okay. Arrests for arrests. That's
arrests.
Okay.
For example, like in the United States, we have 50 people arrested for online comments.
Okay. It's got to be pretty bad in the United States.
Right. I don't know what that would mean exactly, but
you have to threaten someone.
The U.S. is the lowest on the list.
Yeah.
As you start going up, France surprisingly only has 54.
Okay.
Iran has about 100. Seems like there'd be more, right? India has 100. Thailand has 258. Turkey. Okay. How about Russia? Big, bad, horrible Russia.
Yeah.
400 people are in prison for online comments that they made.
Okay.
In the United Kingdom, 12,183 people are in prison for online comments. The United Kingdom, number one.
Crap. 12,000?
Compared to Germany, right? Nazi Germany, who we had to go to war with and we had to spend all this money. Nazi Germany, I understand they're not Nazi Germany anymore, but Germany has 3,500 people.
I was going to say. Wow.
In prison. The UK, though, after winning that war against totalitarianism, 12,000 people.
That's so nuts. What was it we were just talking about a week or two ago about, what did someone say? Someone said something and got arrested, and we were like, it was crazy. Shoot, I can't remember.
Oh, it was about that. That was Tucker in Piers. Remember Tucker? Remember when Tucker was like,
yeah. That's right. That's right.
The chick got assaulted by the guy, right?
Yeah.
And then she called him a faggot in a text message. Yep. They didn't arrest the guy who beat her up.
Yeah.
They arrested her. That was what it was about.
Thank you for reminding me. So, yeah. So that's what, I mean, that's why they're up there, but 12,000. I mean, you jumped from hundreds to,
I know,
tens of thousands.
This is the United Kingdom. This is England. Remember, the sun never set on the English Empire.
Right.
Much of what our law and our Constitution is based on is English precedent.
Yeah.
And
so crazy.
The UK has also taken the top spot in rapes per capita from Sweden. In 2024, the UK recorded 71,000 rapes, which is a 10-fold increase from 2000 when they had 7,800. So, yeah. Everything's great in the UK.
It's so awful.
They're doing awesome.
So awful.
And then Prince Charles will get up there and kowtow to the Islamists. I mean, they're giving it away. When I say it's suicide, it's suicide.
Yeah.
You got a Muslim mayor of London.
Oh, really?
And
there's a Muslim mayor of London.
That's true now in New York too.
Right.
So,
Did you hear
we can give it away. What?
Did you hear Bill Maher talking about the mayor? Oh, okay.
About Mandami?
Yeah.
If I did, I don't have that clip, but I do.
Okay.
I feel like I heard it.
He was talking about socialism.
Yes.
He was talking about socialism, but he referred to the mayor. I didn't mean to derail you, but you just.
No, you're right. I remember that.
So
that's unfortunate.
It really is. Gosh, England. So, and you're saying the United Kingdom. So United Kingdom is England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland.
Yep.
Is that correct? Is that all of them?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, unless they consider still Canada part of it. I don't think they do.
I don't think so. I don't feel like
I mean,
Canada's
originally
part
it
of
was
the U.
Canada and Australia, or they had
I
some
don't think
different.
it's part of the UK proper, but
They still recognize like England royalty or something. I think the
right.
crown or something.
They do. They're on the money and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got
Well-
a clip of Trump talking about the Somalians, which this is this is birds of a feather, because the Somalian thing is ballooned and continues to balloon.
Yeah.
With all the fraud.
Mm-hmm.
But the Somalians, of course, are Muslims too, and so it all works together. It's all a Muslim invasion of the United States, facilitated by open borders and by progressive leftist Democrats.
What do you think? Do you think like we are in a position where it's still possible to prevent that from happening?
Well, I mean, not. What do you mean? Not the attacks that just happened.
Do you think we're doomed? No. Do you think we're doomed to go down the same path as the UK? Or do you think that we can still right the ship? Okay.
I do think we could change it, but I think it would take political will that Trump has.
I was going to say Trump has it.
I don't know that any
Who
other
else,
Republicans
right?
in Congress do.
I hope so.
I mean, what has proven themselves to be more useless than a Republican in Congress? Honest to God. Like a pile of sludge on a rock next to the ocean is more useful than most Republican U.S. representatives and senators. They just are.
And cost less.
Yeah, way less, way less. How about this?
Trump should just dismiss everyone to save money and just run the place himself. What do you think? No kings.
I hope he's going there. So that's, I think, our only option, which that's a little scary too.
Yeah.
But I do think that we're getting to the point where what if Congress what if Congress and the courts are just irreparably broken? What do we do? Because I don't think we have that much time. I do believe that we could turn things around. I don't think we're as far down the rabbit hole as Europe and the UK.
It helps. Our size helps.
Our size helps, and an ocean between helps.
Yeah, we're looking. True, that's true too. But yeah, you look at Europe and those countries. It's like they're so tiny. It doesn't take much to saturate.
Right.
I mean, we have cities like that, but we don't have whole swaths of America like that. We just got some.
We've got Dearborn, but not all of Michigan.
Yes.
Right. No, I mean, you're right. How about this? In Minnesota, share of Minnesota violent crime. So the share of the Minnesota population that is black is 6.4%.
Okay.
So 6.4% of Minnesota is black.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Now there's Somalians in there. There's a whatever.
Okay. I was going to ask.
That's not just Somalians. It's not just African. You know what I mean? It's just racial.
Sure.
And that 6.4% of the population commits 62% of violent crimes in Minnesota.
Yikes.
That's a problem.
It's a problem. And
it's a problem when you have people who can't acknowledge it. See, we could fix it if we could acknowledge it, but you still have people talking about how diversity is our strength, how they feel bad about being white, how we can't send people back because there are huddled masses. That's what the huddled masses built America.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you still have people saying, well, those statistics, either those they deny those statistics or they say, well, that's because they're profiled.
81% of Somalian families in Minnesota are on welfare, compared to 21% of American families in Minnesota. 81. That's 8 out of 10.
Well, I mean that billions of dollars have to be going to somebody.
You reckon?
In Minnesota.
It's unbelievable. Just unbelievable. So anyway, that happened. The mass shootings are still going on. It's unfortunate, but Trump is. I do have one clip here. Trump talking about
Somalians.
Talking about Somalia. Let's see what Trump has to say.
And a person that comes in and does nothing but bitch and comes from a place where she shouldn't be telling us what to do.
Ilhan Omar.
and everybody agrees with me. And what's happening in Minnesota with Somalia, where billions of dollars is being stolen, right? like candy from a baby. We're not going to let that go on. And it's too great a state to have that happening. And guys like Tom Emmer and others, Pete Stauber, guys like them, they're going to stop it. And they're going to be given the authority to stop it, because this country is not going to put up with it anymore.
God, from your lips to God's ears, Trump, I hope.
Yeah.
I really hope.
Me too. Wow.
So that's the fun stuff right on the front.
Okay. I know.
Merry
Yikes.
Christmas.
I'm like, Merry Christmas. Lock your doors. Leave Minnesota.
The crazy ladies are still out. Jasmine Crockett, she's a representative, but her seat, because Texas just redistricted their seats, her seat ceased to disappear or is gone. So she had a seat, and that was redistricted, gerrymandered, they call it, whatever.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Out of existence. So
that's a shame.
Representative Jasmine now is setting her eyes on the United States Senate.
Yeah.
So
how's that going?
I think she's going to be a fabulous.
Do you think she's fabulous candidate, or do you think she's going to be a senator?
I can't imagine that she'll win. I can't imagine.
Okay. Does she want to be a senator from Texas?
Yes.
Okay.
I think she's going to run against Ted Cruz.
Oh.
I think. There's 2 senators in Texas right now, John Cornyn and Ted Cruz. Well, it's 2 senators from every state.
Is there any way we can see a debate between Ted Cruz and Jasmine Crockett? Man,
that would be great.
That's
the problem is, I don't know that, if you're Ted Cruz, and Ted Cruz is a fabulous debater.
Yeah.
He was a clerk of the Supreme Court. This dude knows how to debate.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if it's like wrestling an orangutan. I mean, what are you supposed to do? What's he going to do when he gets it? Jasmine will just talk over him, be all around him, all over. How do you debate somebody you can't even pin down? You can't.
I know.
She'll just be over here talking about something.
I know. And he comes across as such a dick. People just, he's not super likable.
So you've got Ted Cruz over here, who's already not the most likable person, but super smart.
Oh yeah, very.
And then you got Jasmine over here, definitely not super smart, but a younger, pretty black woman.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful.
Who runs far afield in every single statement she ever makes. How would you even know what to address? If you're Ted Cruz.
How do you prepare? How do you prepare to debate Jasmine Crockett?
Here she is talking about reparations for blacks, because they were so put upon.
Just this past week, I saw, I don't remember which celebrity, but it was actually a celebrity, and I was like, I don't know that that's not necessarily a bad idea, but I'd have to think through it a lot. One of the things that they propose is black folk not have to pay taxes for a certain amount of time, because then again, that puts money back in your pocket. But at the same
Wait a second. This is so great as you watch her wander her way into the truth on this.
Same time,
I love it.
It may not be as objectionable to some people about actually giving out dollars, but obviously then you start dealing with the different tax brackets and things like that. And that's one of the reasons that, we argue the reparations make sense, because so many black folk, not only do you owe for the labor that was stolen and killed and all the other things, right? But the fact is, we end up being so far behind, right? And so it's how do you bring forth people? Exactly. And so it's if you do the no tax thing for people that are already, say, struggling and aren't really paying taxes in the first place, it doesn't really exactly.
They may want those.
She found it. Even a blind even a blind squirrel can find a nut once in a while. But wait a minute.
That's so beautiful, Todd. You know why she discovered it? You know why she even knows that? Because she probably at one point wasn't paying much in taxes. And she's paying a hell of a lot more taxes now.
Oh, yeah.
She's remembering those times when she wasn't paying taxes. That's hysterical.
So she ran into, here she is. I think this was at her Senate, her announcement that she's running for senator.
I'm so glad you played that, though, because I was forgetting how white I am and
how white you are.
I owe Jasmine Crockett.
The white liberal already told you. She's uncomfortable with her own whiteness.
I know. I'm way too comfortable in my
You're
white
way
skin,
too comfortable
apparently.
being white.
Gosh.
Being a person of no color
it
at
means
all.
I'm a terrible. I know. I'm colorless.
Here's Jasmine. She's got more to say.
Well, I'm done with politics as usual.
Is that only my
I'm
right
done
left
with
ear?
going along to get along, and it gets us nowhere. I'm done watching rural hospitals and public schools close their doors. I'm done watching parents be afraid.
Okay, never mind. I don't like that only being in my left ear. It annoys me.
Okay. It annoys you. I know. I was like, wait, I got Jasmine over here on my left shoulder.
Jasmine. Come on, Jasmine.
She's tired of what?
I don't even know.
Hospitals and schools.
I've got more Jasmine, so don't worry. It's
Okay.
not over yet. Just that one.
She's a yapper.
I really don't care your status. I get that everyone here today is a United States citizen, but honestly, I have said over and over and over that as a Black woman, all I can think about is the slave patrols. And the reason I bring it up is because history matters. I really don't.
Well, this is the kind of thing Ted would run into. He'd be like, what? Everybody here is American citizens. What are you talking about?
I know.
That's absolutely not possible. If you don't care about immigration status, that doesn't make everybody an American citizen. Well, and that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how smart Ted Cruz is. I mean, it's like arguing with a 2.5-year-old. What do you mean?
Yeah, there's no reason.
It's not Fig Newtons, it's Big Newtons. And poor Ted's like, what? Here's more, Jasmine.
It's because you can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. We didn't ask to be here. We not the same migrants that y'all constantly come up against. We didn't run away from home. We were stolen. So yeah, we are going to sit here and be offended when you want to sit here and act like, and don't let it escape you that it is white men on this side of the aisle telling us, people of color on this side of the aisle, that y'all are the ones being oppressed, that y'all are the ones that are being harmed.
I don't know what she's even talking about.
Well, I didn't realize that she had been through so much. I feel really bad.
It's amazing. She was brought over from Africa. She doesn't even know that Black Africans enslaved and then sold Black African slaves.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that historically there have been far, far, far more white slaves, far more slaves, European slaves, than there ever have been Black slaves during the American slave trade. I mean, we've got a long history here, plenty of white slaveries. In fact, whites were enslaved by Blacks.
Really?
Egyptians, yeah, in Africa.
Oh,
yeah, that's absolutely.
I didn't know that.
I'm not saying that Blacks weren't enslaved. That's not my point. My point is slavery's been with us forever. It's actually not now, and that's only because of Western civilization, which Jasmine would love to tear down.
Right.
But it's only because of Christianity and Western civilization that the slave trade as we knew it ceased to exist. It still goes on out there. And you want to know the dirty little secret? You want to know where most of it is? Muslim countries.
Oh, damn.
Interesting. Sex slaves, all kinds of things. There's slavery, just slavery in general. It's not, that's where it's still taking place.
Yeah.
It's a civilizational battle that we're fighting. We can win it. We'll see if we have the gumption to.
Yeah. When she's like, I'm picturing her gesturing to the white men on that side of the aisle, and then talking about, the people of color on this side of the aisle. I'm thinking, I wonder how the white people on her side of the aisle were felt during that time. I wonder if they were
uncomfortable with their own whiteness.
Comfortable with their whiteness.
Of course they were.
Oh boy, she's something.
Especially it's winter out now. Let me give you this little thing. First year taxpayer cost of resettling a Somalian refugee. This is what it costs your United States government. Taxpayers.
All right.
Initial resettlements $15,000, cash assistance $65,000. $1,200, food stamps $3,000, Medicaid $7,000, housing $8,000, education per child $1,700, other child care interpreter training $4,000, about $45,000 for that first year. That's the price you get to pay to bring over a Muslim immigrant who might pour acid on your daughter as she's walking her dog in a park.
Right.
All on the taxpayer dime. Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway.
Atrocious.
What's her name? That's Jasmine. She's there is some good news. I'm just going to throw this out there.
If this is going to be like our Christmas episode, we need something.
Like there should be more good news.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
There should be more good news.
I know.
It
should be.
Fentanyl pill potency is down.
Oh, okay.
So from 2023, the potency of fentanyl in a lot of pills was 76%. It's down to 29% because Trump is taking on China manufactures a lot of the primary ingredients for fentanyl, even if it's put together over here. And all over the place, Trump's been on them, and it's working. He's bringing it down.
I love that.
Fentanyl deaths are down.
Hallelujah.
Overall. So yeah, that's good news. It is working. It's just
great.
It's just taking a little while. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, stuff like that's going to really take a while.
But there's progress. It's just it doesn't turn on a dime. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Here is Stephen Miller.
Oh, okay.
Bald but beautiful.
Chief of staff or something?
He's one of Trump's advisors. He's not chief of staff. I can't remember. He's one of the White House advisors. Definitely on immigration. That's his strongest suit.
The conditions that they left over and over and over again. And we mask the impact of immigration in every public policy issue we discuss. We talk about test scores. Well, if you subtract immigration out of test scores, all of a sudden our test scores skyrocket. If you subtract immigration out of healthcare, all of a sudden we don't have nearly the size of the healthcare challenges our country faces. If you subtract immigration out of public safety, all of a sudden, we don't have violent crime in so many of our cities. Issue after issue, we talk about these things as they just happen to us. The schools just suddenly fail. Violent crime just suddenly explodes. The deficit just suddenly skyrockets. These are a result of social policy choices that we made through immigration.
What do you think, Carrie?
I think
makes a good point.
He does make a good point. He's the Homeland Security Advisor.
There you go. Yeah.
I thought for some reason he was, anyway, doesn't matter.
Chief of Staff is Susie Wiles.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking, Yeah.
I think she's the daughter of Pat Summerall. Remember Pat Summerall?
I remember that name. Is that like a reporter?
John Madden and Pat Summerall did the NFL broadcast back in the day.
Yes.
Yep. She's Pat Summerall's daughter. I think. I'm nearly positive.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, well,
I was going to say, I feel
once
like we talk once in a while. We talked
No,
about
I'm pretty sure.
that title recently, and I thought it was that woman, but I think we just misspoke a few weeks ago. So anyway, what do I think? I think that's shocking, but it makes a lot of sense, and I don't know. I don't know how to make people see that. I mean, just like in this teacher's class.
Do you feel like these mass shootings? Do you feel like the fraud, or do you think it's all being kept under wraps enough by the mainstream media that it's still not waking people up?
Oh yeah, I think people who watch the mainstream media and don't listen to the Wildly Opinionated News Hour.
Well, they need to. They need to
haven't
start.
Visited Todd's world. I know. Hey, everybody, share this with someone.
Share this. Subscribe. Give us like 9.5 stars out of 5. Keep going up.
I just think those people, they don't know.
No.
I mean, well, especially when you have multiple stories of, well-known news anchors referring to people as white men who clearly are not in the stories. Because I saw a second one. Oh my gosh. It was
Jake Tapper,
It was
right?
Jake Tapper. We were trying to
I couldn't remember who it was last week when we talked about it.
And then there was another one. And I'm thinking, how do they get away with that? How do they get away with showing a picture of some illegal guy violent criminal, and then like, white man in such and such is responsible for it. And it's like, I mean, do people just have their heads up their asses?
But I mean, these mass shootings got to be making a. Don't people know that this is a Muslim problem, or do you really think that your average Joe out there doesn't know that it's a Muslim problem?
They don't know if it's a Muslim problem if the news isn't reporting that they are Muslim, or
he shouted something,
or that they're illegal, or that they said Allah Akbar. If they don't know those three things, or even one of those three things,
man,
yeah, they just
think diversity is our strength.
Diversity is our strength, and we got to get the guns. That's all they think.
Oh, you saw that all over the place. I responded to somebody on X. I was like, well, maybe it's not the guns. Maybe it's the steel used in the guns. Maybe the steel is just immoral by its very nature. Like when it's dug out of the ground, the iron ore. There's just nothing we can do.
Right. Oh, boy.
Here's more Stephen Miller. In 1924, there was an act. So your big immigration acts. One was in 1924.
Okay.
Basically paused all immigration. One was in 1965, which kind of opened the doors again.
Okay.
But for about 40 years there was, for all intents and purposes, very, very little immigration in the United States. That's what Steve Miller's talking about.
Which is that we need a moratorium on immigration from third world countries until we can heal ourselves as a nation, solve our education issues, solve our healthcare issues, our public safety issues, our assimilation issues, our cultural issues. So the 1924 Act is such a good example because we had large-scale immigration from Europe from 1880 to 1920. So in other words, we went from a country that had immigration from part of Europe to immigration from many other parts of Europe. But even other European countries pose enormous stresses on the U.S. system, both economically and in terms of security. There's a lot of crime, a lot of threats to public safety and order, and those were addressed with very strict immigration quotas. What they don't teach you in school is that from 1920 to 1970, there was negative migration. There was a half century of negative migration. The foreign-born population declined by 40% for half a century. During that same time period, Will, the U.S. population doubled from natural childbirth. That was the cauldron in which a unified shared national identity was formed. They went through a depression together. They went through world wars together. They landed on the moon together. This great period in American history happened at a time when there was negative migration. They don't teach that to our kids in school. And frankly, I would submit very few politicians serving in Congress probably know that.
Pretty interesting, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, they don't teach it in school, Scary.
Well, no, of course not. It really gets in the way of teaching them that diversity is our strength.
Exactly. That is exactly what we need some more. Well, but in addition to getting the illegals out, and I don't know that we'll ever get all of them out, but making one hell of a dent, the best that we can.
We can make a dent for sure.
And end all immigration for, I don't know how long, 20, 30 years, whatever it is. To assimilate people.
Yeah, I think I like the idea of it being 50.
That wasn't bad. It worked.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I wonder what prompted that at the time.
Well, it was the problems they were having with things. Because like he said, even though it was European, which is going to naturally work together with a European culture better than
right,
Islam
like we talked about the
Somalians
compatibility.
Right.
Yeah.
Because America's fundamentally a European. I mean, it's fundamentally mostly an English culture, but you're certainly European.
Yeah, our roots for sure.
And so that should work better anyway. But you still had the mafia. You still had a lot of things that were coming over that were putting a strain on things. And they were like, "Listen, we got to get all these people to assimilate," and they did. When he says they went through world wars together, they went through depression together, they went through all this. That was the makings of a nation. And then it was in 1965. I don't know when things got rolling again, but the act that he's talking about was in 1965 when they reopened immigration. And then they really ramped it up. Well, I mean, nobody ramped it up like Biden did, but it just got more and more.
Yeah.
And so that's what, and I think, that's what we got to do in order to deal with, just to deal with what we have. We need to make America great again.
Yep.
We need to make America assimilated and make America a country again. The American citizens need to be, I'm not going to say we need to make America white again, because that's not necessarily what I think. But I do think that we need to be proud of our European culture, proud of being white. Now, proud of being white doesn't mean you string up people who aren't white. It just means that as much as people may be proud of their culture of being black or Hispanic or whatever, or Asian, that you're proud of being white, and it's all fine.
Yeah.
And as long as we all come at it from that angle, that we're on an equal footing, this is America. We've got to make America work. Not illegals I'm talking about, legal citizens. And then we got to come together and figure out a way to make it work. And that's the only way that it's going to work.
Right.
So
it will take a while to undo this. I was talking with one of my sons yesterday, and I used the term patriotic, and he kind of pointed out to me, now he doesn't feel this way, but he said, like, kind of broadly,
a lot of people
that
do. His
patriotism, that patriotism has a racist connotation.
Well, yeah, by design.
But I was going to say, but it's so funny. It's like, that's not what it is at all.
When I say by design, I mean by design of the progressive schools. It's been defined that way.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, they use the term, it's a nationalist. It's like, it's okay to love your nation. You should love your nation.
Right.
You should love where you live. You should want what's best for it. You should take care of it. You should work as a team.
There's nothing wrong with loving your culture either.
I know. So it shocked me again just to hear the words coming out of his mouth, because I think, man, if that were an SAT question and you had words to choose from, racist is the last word I would use to be synonymous with patriotism. And so or with patriotic, it was sad.
It's Gen Z. That's part of what they're fighting against, is what's been ingrained into them. Yeah. And I think they're doing well. I'm not saying, I think in general, Gen Z is starting to see through it.
Sure. I mean, you and I are lucky. I think, are surrounded by kids who have been raised well, raised sensibly. We've raised critical.
Just kidding.
But we've raised critical thinkers.
Yes, that's true.
With a faith foundation. So I just think where,
so you think maybe we have a skewed,
I mean,
we might somewhat.
I'm going to say it might be skewed, but I also feel like we're lucky, because we see young people around us who, look at other people, differently.
I wonder which son was it? Was it Patrick or Alexander?
It was Patrick.
Patrick. I wonder if Patrick finds himself frightened by Tim Walz's masculinity.
I don't. I'm going to go.
But I think this notion of toxicity and masculinity
Tim Balz
needs to be separated. And I think it's been conflated. And I think we're going to have to work on that a little bit. And I think there is a crisis.
I think some of us scare them. I think I scare them a little bit why they spend so much time on it.
Tim Balz.
I'm serious, because I can fix a truck. They know I'm not bullshitting on this. Yeah. I'm not putting this in people's grill. I don't know if my identity is not hunting. My identity is not football coaching. My identity is not, a beard and a truck.
But
I think I scare them. Isn't that what he says right out of the gate?
Wow. I think I scare them a little bit why they spend so much time on it. No, I'm serious, because I can fix a truck. They know.
I can fix a truck.
I'm sorry. I'm not that tough. I'm not like a fighter type person. I could take Tim Walz, man. Come on. That's just crazy.
You don't think Patrick is scared of his masculinity?
I'm going to say no.
Scare him a little.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, Patrick would not be scared of his masculinity. Hey, speaking of Patrick, right after our talk last week about about like TikTok and the attention span damage that's being done.
Oh yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It came up incidentally. I wasn't even talking about
organically,
the podcast for once, organically. And
why wouldn't you be talking?
And I learned.
I talk about it all the time. My kids get so annoyed with me. Like, you even wear the shirts. What's your problem?
You're like, I'm promoting. No, listen, I learned that he has been off of TikTok for a while.
Oh, wow.
And said he's not going back to it. He said it was impacting his ability to focus at work. And yeah, he doesn't watch. He watches no short form. He's actually not really on social media at all anymore.
That's very mature of him.
Yeah, I was like,
good for him.
I thought that was so interesting. Like he recognized it.
Yeah, recognizing that in himself. That hey, I gotta make some changes here. Be a little bit more disciplined in order to do. Like that's impressive. I think
It's
for a younger person.
So it's great. So he'll come to me. In fact, I've got to get the name.
Impressive for me if I were able to do it.
I know, right? I'm like, oh, I don't even think I could give up all the social media garbage that I watch. But yeah, he recognized it was really impacting him, and just that agitation too. Like when you're watching something short and you're scrolling, whatever, you start to just get agitated.
Oh, I know. I get it.
It's terrible. So anyway,
I always blame it on work. I got to do it for the podcast. What am I supposed to do?
Right.
How are they going to hear if I don't tell them?
No, you're important. You're doing it. You're taking one for the team. But I asked him, I said, what are you watching on your phone? Like when you're on your phone, he watches YouTube. He watches longer stuff.
Okay.
And he says, and I even used to, in a video on YouTube, used to like jump forward. Like if it wasn't captivating in that moment, and he forced himself, he doesn't do that anymore.
That's good.
I'm like, good for you.
Look at that.
He's such an interesting person.
It's nice when your kids are cool, right?
Yeah, very.
That's what I found as my kids get older is that I love, they're just awesome people that I've been privileged enough to get to know their whole life, and I know them better than anybody else, and to watch them become what they've become, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
It's so great. I wanted to ask you the name of that, I'll have to get it from you later. That rat, was it rats or mice in the
mice?
Mice.
I've seen that a couple times since then. I need to find that because I can't remember the name of the study that it was.
Okay, I tried.
But I don't think it would take me that long to find it.
Yeah, I tried looking it up and I couldn't find it, and I was like, man, I want to share that with them because they were really curious about it. I'm like, I didn't have enough details.
Speaking of rats.
Yeah. In Minnesota.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is back.
Oh, is she? Was she like on some interview?
Let's hear what she has to say about Trump. I'm sure she's a big fan.
Oh, boy.
Precise. In addition to what we just heard there, President Trump posted yesterday that you are, quote, and I'm quoting him now, not America first or MAGA, and your, quote, new views are those of a very dumb person. That's the president of the United States speaking about
the president.
Speaking about you. What's the response to these latest attacks?
Well, actually, Wolf, I feel very sorry for President Trump. I genuinely do. It has to be a hard place for someone that is constantly so hateful and puts so much vitriol, name calling, and really tells lies about people in order to try to get his way or win some kind of fight. And I think that's exactly what's wrong in America today. That's what's wrong in this toxic political environment that has ripped our country apart. And I personally think that that's poor leadership from a president. It's a very bad demeanor, and Americans are very tired of it.
I think, could we say that hell hath no fury?
Yes.
Like a woman scorned.
Hearing her comment on toxicity and demeanors is hilarious.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Here's a little bit more. This is only 20 seconds.
Masterfully written, and she's right. And this is something that I've been speaking out against for quite some time now. It is extremely frustrating as a rank and file Republican member in our majority, our Republican majority, that many of us women are not taken seriously, and our legislation is not taken seriously.
Okay.
If they're not taken seriously. If Marjorie Taylor Greene is not taken seriously, that is no one's fault but Marjorie Taylor Greene. I would just like to say.
I'll agree with that.
How about this? I can't stomach much of Marjorie Taylor Greene because she's so stupid.
She's crazy.
But this came out. Do you remember me saying this? This is Marjorie Taylor Greene is on the short list to become the View host.
No.
As a second visit as Lumini. I told you that's what she was after.
Damn it.
I told you she just wants to be a host on The View.
Gross. It's just gross.
Welcome to Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Ew.
She's a moron. It's sad.
Ew.
it's sad watching them do that. But what do you do? This is
maybe it'll get canceled right after she gets it.
Before I get into this, there's one quick little. This is Lindsey Grahamnesty. Lindsey Grahamnesty. That's what Rush used to call him. Lindsey Grahamnesty.
That's great.
The homosexual senator from South Carolina.
Are you outing?
He hasn't come out of the closet yet, but I think we all know.
Oh, gosh.
It's like Sherone Moore. It's an open secret around here.
Oh, boy. Okay.
He is not happy now about a peace deal in Gaza. Imagine.
Okay.
Lindsey Grahamnesty, the hawk. Apparently, it's affecting his bottom line.
As to Gaza, I reject a border peace. I reject rebuilding Gaza until Hamas has been disarmed and destroyed. So this idea that we would rebuild Gaza before Hamas has been disarmed and destroyed makes no sense to me.
Lindsey Grahamnesty's big mad. Like, has anybody out there seen pictures of what Gaza looks like? I want people to tell me how Hamas has not been disarmed yet, and the entire place looks like the Sudan. It looks like the Sahara.
Right, it's like leveled, right?
Yeah.
It's rubble, correct?
It's not time to rebuild yet. We have to make a bigger hole. Oh, okay.
What is he feels like Hamas? Well, I mean, Hamas still exists, right?
I don't know where. I mean, they haven't. Iran. They didn't get any. They haven't gotten. For all the poor Palestinians. The marches and this, that, and the other, while the Israelis were turning Gaza into kitty litter.
Yeah.
For all of that, that was all in the West. There wasn't a single Arabic Middle Eastern country that came to Gaza's help. They came to Gaza's defense. Why is that? I think they were done with the Palestinians and with Hamas too. They're just done with them. Iran didn't even help them.
What pin is Lindsey wearing these days? Is he wearing a Ukrainian flag or an Israeli flag? It
looks like a rainbow flag that says grinder under it. I could be wrong.
If you sign up before December 31st, we'll send you this beautiful lapel pin.
So that was just a little Lindsey. Speaking of, this is funny. This is great. We've talked a little bit about Nick Fuentes on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is the 27, 28-year-old who's making waves on X and in Gen Z. Yeah. Right? Well, Piers Morgan had him on.
Okay. What's Piers Morgan's
I got a few clips here. Piers Morgan and Nick.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, I'm not a huge, I don't watch Nick's show. I'm not like a big whatever. I watch some of his clips. I find them entertaining. My daughter really enjoys them. Ronnie, my ex-wife, kind of likes him. Lauren's got her into him a little bit. Whatever the case. He's a little bit of a one-trick pony to me because it's like everything is Jews. And I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe everything isn't Jews.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like Candace. It's the Jews.
Oh, I know. she's gone nuts, I think. Okay, go ahead.
But Piers Morgan, he goes after
boy,
Nick about his sexuality. Listen to this. That's why I brought it up off the heels of Grinder Grahamnesty. Let's hear what he has. Hold on. We better start this.
Just to clear up one of the many theories about you, I have no idea what the answer is, and you haven't got to answer. But are you actually attracted to women?
I am attracted to women.
You're not gay?
No. But I will say that women are very difficult to be around.
Okay.
So there's that.
And do you think they should have the right to vote?
I do not. No, absolutely not.
What?
They should stay at home?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So basically, you're just a misogynist old dinosaur, aren't you? For a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm the boomer. I know I'm the boomer here, but actually, you're a 27-year-old dinosaur, aren't you? Aren't you, Nick Fuentes? All women.
I am.
All women are annoying. All women grow old. They all get fat. Says the guy. Have you ever had sex?
No, absolutely not.
Wow. Says the guy who's never got laid.
Is that for real? Is that?
Yeah.
That AI?
No, this is
Piers. Are you serious?
Piers and Nick going at it. That was one of them.
What on earth? Okay, I'm not sure I believe
This is Nick. This is Nick.
Nick doesn't think women should have the right to vote.
No, he's hard on women. I disagree with him on that too. I've got all daughters. I would agree that if women didn't vote, the country would not be in the state that it is in. Hence, white liberal women are a big problem. But I don't think that women shouldn't be able to vote because of that.
Yeah.
That just happens to be a truth. If they didn't, it'd be better. But that I mean, I have that's not because I don't think my daughters are smart enough. Any, you know what I mean? Like I'm not saying women shouldn't be able to vote, but I can understand where people would get the idea that it causes problems. Mostly because of they tend to towards liberalness, and they're more moved by like the sad stories about the Somalians and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Not all.
You think they vote emotionally in general?
Maybe tends
the liberal.
to.
Well, some do.
Yeah. So, but no, I don't agree with them on that. This is what is this? This is only 16 seconds, but this I thought was pretty funny.
Okay.
You ask him about the Holocaust.
I talk seriously about the Holocaust.
I do actually. I mean, I do, because I just find it extraordinary that you would think the Holocaust could ever be something that we could joke about.
Why, too soon?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
How great is that? Too soon?
Is insane.
Well, what you notice about this interview is if you watch it, is that he would call him, he'd be like, so you're a racist? And he'd be like, yeah, I'm a racist. And Piers Morgan's liberal mind didn't know what to do with somebody just doubling down. Yeah, that's me. Doubling down. He didn't know what to do. Well, you're a dinosaur.
It's like, yep, I'm a fossil. Like, that's wild. Wow. I'm really stunned.
Are you?
Because you've played a little bit of him. I've seen of him. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really a fan, but I haven't listened to him at length. He sounds horrible.
Nick does, or Piers?
Nick.
Oh, Nick, you think Nick sounds horrible? I've got a longer one. I got a longer one.
Sounds ridiculous.
Well, he says some ridiculous things. I would compare more to Howard Stern than I would. Like, somebody told me he's like the Rush Limbaugh of the 90s and the 2000s, and I said he's more Howard Stern than Rush Limbaugh to me.
Yeah. I mean, Rush Limbaugh, made sense of stuff.
From what I hear, anyway.
Yeah. 30.
Oh, that's not
36% of white women are conservative, approximately.
Okay.
Like, that's the estimate.
Yeah.
Higher percentage among white women than Black women, Hispanic women.
Higher percentage of what?
Are conservative. Like within the races. Within there. They have it broken down here, of course.
I don't know. I'm trying to decide which one. How long is
you do that? Before you play the next thing, I wanted to tell you that your segues have just been fire. They've been like 9.5 out of 5. Your rat.
It's a year-end show.
Your rat segue and your Lindsey Grahamnesty.
Grinder Grahamnesty.
9.
I want you to hear a little bit more, Nick, because you haven't heard much of him, and it's kind of funny with Piers. Because Piers gets real upset.
I mean, I'm amused listening to Piers or whatever, but he sounds like a total dick.
Well, let's hear what he has to say. We'll listen a little bit. This is a 6-minute clip. We're probably not listening to the whole thing, but we'll listen a little bit. See what he has to say.
Let's just be honest. The propaganda is over the top. We have been brought in America.
What about the Schindler's List? Tell me about the Schindler's List. Well, tell me about the Schindler's List.
I'll tell you about it. We have been browbeaten as a people, as Americans, as Westerners, for our entire lives. And do you know what this has done? It has taken away any sense of pride, any sense of love for our own civilization. We have been made the villain in our own story. We have been made because, well, let's just be clear. It doesn't begin and end with Hitler is a monster. This has been the political narrative, which is why we have thrown open the borders. This is a political narrative, which is why we can't be a conservative society as a whole anymore, why we can't be proud of Europeans, why we can't be proud of being Christian, because they've told us if you're too white and too proud and too Christian, it's going to lead to a Holocaust. And so my generation, our entire lives. Wait,
honestly, Nick
it's true. And that's why people like me. That's why I'm popular, because this is bullshit.
What do you think? You think it's a crock of shit what he just said?
No, I think what he says has some validity to it.
I do too. Let's hear some more. But Piers is big mad about
it. Yeah, it's a crock. We don't want to hear any more about me mom and me dad. That's a crock of shit.
No, listen. What you just said is a crock of shit. And you know
true.
It.
It's called the open society.
In your gut, you know it is. You weaponize this stuff.
You know.
You weaponize this stuff for money, but you know when you say something like what you just said.
I'm banned from banking. I'm banned from banking and credit cards. You know who you're talking to?
Yeah,
do it for money?
And by the way,
how much money you make? Your company's worth $100 million. Your company's worth $100 million. I was banned from Bank of America.
And you shouldn't
I'm banned for processing credit cards.
And you shouldn't have been.
But I am. So don't tell me I'm doing it for money.
That's a pretty good point. Nick is probably the most canceled, banned person from everything. He was on a no-fly list for a year because of his opinions.
Where's he from? I mean, he's American.
Chicago.
Okay.
He lives in actually a multiracial neighborhood. And he'll be like, and I'm trying to get out.
Gosh, I can't believe he lives in Chicago. Okay.
Ask me my opinion about that. I'll tell you shouldn't have been, right? I don't agree with that. What happened to
Then
you?
don't say I'm doing it for money, because you know that full well, and you say it's a grift.
How much money
if I wanted to be a grifter, I'd be like you, and I would go and say,
how much money are you making?
I'm making a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm the #1 live streamer in America, because people agree with me more than they agree with you. We're tired of hearing about slavery and the Holocaust and Jim Crow. We're done hearing about that. You guys overplayed your hand.
I'm not done hearing about that.
Okay, well, your generation's on the way out, and Generation Z is coming up, and we're finished with that. We're ready to take our country back.
I've got 3
we're
sons.
not listening to crying minorities anymore.
I've got 3 sons, and they don't share your views about slavery and about the Holocaust. They can have decency and compassion and humanity about some of the worst things that have happened in the last 150 years or more. They can do that, and they can.
Oh, geez. Yeah, he does sound like Howard Stern.
They sound like girls.
Howard Stern. Wow.
He does, though he's bright and he's smart. You can tell he's quick and he's good.
But he's purposely being an ass, like for shock value.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Yeah.
Don't you think they've been pushed there?
Yes.
This is what the pendulum does.
Right. Yeah. But I'm not. I don't.
You're not on the pendulum.
It's like I don't like what it does. I acknowledge that that's what happens.
Well, see, we're Gen X. We didn't go quite so crazy. We're not.
Right.
We don't have to swing quite as far back. You know what I mean? I know.
We're the best.
Like, what do we care about?
We're like, who cares?
People skip right over us. They talk about the boomers and then the millennials taking over. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Because they don't get us. And they don't get us, and they're afraid of us. They're afraid of our masculinity.
They're afraid of our Tim Balz. So afraid of Gen Xers' masculinity. He's pretty good, though. I mean, I think he represents some views. I mean, I know that it resonates with Lauren. I know that it resonates with a lot of people out there. A lot of Gen Z is listening to Nick, and they're like, he makes sense, and he does make a lot of sense. I don't agree with everything.
Yeah,
I don't agree with everything anybody says, but
right,
except me.
How do
I don't even agree with everything I say?
How do young people of color? You're like, I've changed my mind since 2 weeks ago. No, how do young people of color, feel about him?
I don't know. I think that they like him.
Yeah.
By and large, yeah, he's got he's friends with Kanye, Yee.
Okay.
Yee. Whatever.
Is he going by Yee?
Yeah, I think Kanye goes by Yee now. I don't even know. I pay zero attention to Kanye.
Me too. I've forgotten it, but that sounds sort of familiar. Yee.
I just find him, but whenever I listen to him, I'm a little fascinated by, first of all, he's good. He's really talented.
Mm-hmm.
I can just tell, I was such a big fan of Rush. I was a big fan of Howard. I've always been a big fan of broadcasters.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can recognize the talent. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, and he's talented.
Well,
he really is.
Takes a big commitment to be that firm in controversial stances
Yeah.
That make you look like a complete douche.
Also have concerned views about
Let's hear
issues
if
like
there's anything else
immigration
that's
and other
interesting.
issues. The two things are not mutually incompatible. You can have different views about different things. It's your lack of humanity and compassion
That's what
for
you feel
people
like.
about things like the Holocaust, about slavery. It's that people find so contemptible. And I don't understand why you need to do that. Again, I just ask you, is your motivation financial? Is your motivation for fun? What is the motivation for saying these outlandish things, which you don't need to say, and which I suspect, I don't know, I suspect a lot of it is performative. So what is the motivation?
I'm an iconoclast. The Holocaust is not my religion, and it is treated like a
It's like
religion.
me.
It is treated like a religion with dogma, with blasphemy laws, and that secular religion says, and you say that's a crock of shit. It's intentional. It's called The Open Society by Karl Popper. It's by these architects of the liberal order after World War II. They got together and they said, how can we make sure that Hitler never happens? How can we make sure that totalitarianism never happens again? And they came up with the consensus, which is that we need to take down nations, religions, fathers, the authoritarian personality. We need to be empathetic and altruistic. We need to be diverse and pluralistic. And that experiment isn't working. And I'll tell you the truth. Right now, and you can laugh at this, you can scoff at this, our people are being genocided in our country. 50% of the live births in the United Kingdom and in the United States are non-white. In 100 years, my ancestors, your kids who are so empathetic and compassionate, they're going to be a minority. They're going to be a minority in maybe a Muslim country, an Indian country, an Hispanic country. And these Jewish people that are 100 years old talking about my grandparents and the Holocaust, they don't care about that. Actually, they like to see it. At the SPLC, they're literally counting down the days until whites are a minority in America. So forgive me if I don't believe them when they talk about compassion. There's a genocide going on right now. It's not against the Jews.
How many Christians are there?
In Gaza, it's against whites.
How many Christians are there in the world? Like me and
1
you.
point some billion,
Yeah,
2 billion, I don't know.
How many Jews are there?
15 million.
Okay. So with a straight face, you're going to tell me the world is being overrun by the Jewry, by 15 million people, when there are over 1 billion Christians. There is a genocide of Christians like poor old Nick Fuentes going on at the hands of these 15 million Jews. Really?
See, this attitude is why you're losing. When you say
who am I losing to?
White people,
who am I losing to?
White people.
Who am I losing to?
You're seeing it. Mass migration. Oh, you're losing to me. We are losing as a civilization of mass migration. And here's the difference. In Israel, they have my politics. In Israel, they want to maintain a Jewish majority. If they had it their way, it would only be Jewish people. They're fighting like hell so that Jewish people can have as much territory, a Jewish state. They can be proudly Jewish in their own land. Whereas in America, we are being besieged by 10 million illegal immigrants in 4 years. And then whites and Christians are going to be the minority. And that's true in Canada, Australia, all the countries in Europe. So you could say there's 2 billion people, but what's the proportionality? What is the percentage of people being born that are white? Where's the arrow pointing? Where are we going to be in 50 years? In 50 years, there might be in Israel. In 50 years, there isn't going to be a white Christendom.
Well, that was all 6 minutes. Look at us go. What do you think, Carrie? What do you think of Nick?
Was it? Well, I agree with a few things he's saying.
He's making some sense, isn't he? In spite of all his inhumanity.
Yeah, I was going to say his, But yeah, I mean, he says he's an iconoclast. That's
what I always call myself, an iconoclast. Now I think of it more in religious terms, but same idea.
Yeah. Right.
And God's the great iconoclast. He's constantly shattering images of himself in our lives. We talk about that.
Right.
And I agree with him. I agree with him on some of his stuff. I don't know. I mean, some of what he says is impossible that you can't dispute what he says about births and about what's happening demographically and everything else. That's just
statistically.
That's just true.
So I think, do I interpret correctly when he's Piers is trying to make the argument that you've got many, many, many more Christians than Jews. You're saying this, but what Nick Fuentes is saying is that within the state of Israel, they're trying to be the majority. They're trying to be a united culture. Is that kind of what they're saying? But everywhere else, the Christians are going to be outnumbered. They're going to be in the minorities in these other parts of the world. Is that?
But not to Jews. Like, that's where I was a little confused. To me, the genocide is with Muslims are the ones taking over these other countries. So
right. So
I was a little confused with that. I'm not sure if Nick was talking.
I feel like he was saying like they weren't going head to head. It's more like within the state of Israel, this is what Jews' goal is. This is how they're trying to go about it. Whereas Christians everywhere else are just like, being overrun with the birth rate of,
we're committing national suicide.
Yeah. So, he called it a genocide. It's
our own invaders.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but I feel this genocide he's talking about, I feel like it's kind of like passive. It's not that our children are being murdered, but it's just like we've been convinced not me, but young people being convinced like, oh yeah, like you don't need kids, take care of yourself and less is more and, all that. It's like,
well, not only that, but
and this world's a bad place. Why would you bring kids into this bad world or in this bad racist country?
Right.
Like, I've heard people say that literally.
Convinced Americans to abort their kids while we import.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've aborted 60 million Americans and we've imported 50 or 60 million foreigners.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, that it's a genocide
in the name of women's
sort.
health care.
Right. But it's all been willing.
Yep.
It's all been, we've imported them. We brought them in. We're even now. We're the ones who were scared to say that the guy in the Brown University shooting is a Muslim and that he shouted Allahu Akbar because diversity is our strength.
Yeah.
What about the Muslim? No, we have to be able to be, and I will say this, that I have heard, that's part of my issue with Nick, is that I don't think with his constant fascination with the Jews, I feel like the Muslims seem like they're an awfully big threat right now.
Yeah.
Bigger than the 15 million Jews.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Nick, why don't you not worry so much about that, about the state of Israel? Why don't you? Yeah.
And I understand he's saying that they're the world bankers and they're this, that, and the other. I get the point, but I do think that, again, I said he's something of a one-trick pony. He's talented, but he makes a lot of good points. And those points need to be answered, and they're not answered, I don't think, by a boomer like Piers Morgan being like, oh, so you're just a dinosaur. You need to get laid. Like, how about we have a substantive conversation about what's actually happening? How about we talk about the fact of why Gen Z, why is Nick Fuentes become so popular among Gen Z? Is he expressing something that you're ignoring, Piers? You know what I mean?
Interesting.
And I think that's something we'll see how it goes. But I think over the next few years, things are changing. Now we talked at the beginning of the program about all the mass shootings and we've got deportations, we got Somali fraud, we got all kinds of things going on. And I suspect that it's not going to get more. The sea is not going to get calmer going into 2026.
Yikes!
We're in still, I think, for some rough seas, but.
It's going to make
World will be here.
It's going to make for some good material for the wildly opinionated news hour.
Exactly.
The wildly, yeah. So I was cleaning off my desk yesterday and finding all the notes. I jot down stuff that we say,
Do you?
I do. I've got this thing that we are like the collaborator. I can't even remember what that is.
Collaborators. I don't remember either, but I'm sure we are.
Something. And I also have written down wildly skeptical optimism.
That is me. I'm a wildly skeptical iconoclast.
Yeah.
I loved him using that word. I thought, because I use that word all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody uses the word,
Right. I know. I saw you get all excited.
I did. I love that word.
And I know. Yeah.
He's worth keeping an eye on. Because he's having an impact.
I was going to say he's kind of like a Ben Shapiro type. Like some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth initially, like people are like they gasp, like, wait, what? Did he just say that?
Yeah.
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 Ben Shapiro is Jewish, isn't he?
Yeah, Shapiro hates Fuentes.
Wonder how Fuentes feels about Shapiro.
They both hate each other.
Yeah.
That part of the reason that Nick was banned from so many things is because when he was 18 years old, Ben Shapiro tried to get him to come work for him on a podcast. And he wouldn't. I don't remember what happened, but there was a falling out over that.
Okay.
I think that it must be that Nick had some opinions on Israel or Jews or who knows what at the time.
Okay.
And Ben Shapiro did everything he can to ban and cancel Nick from the standpoint that he would never make any kind of noise in the conservative movement.
Oh, interesting.
And that didn't work very well. It worked for a little while, but it's hard to, that's not the way to deal with dissenting voices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The answer, it's just to answer them. It's to have the conversation.
Right.
And see, for me, when I know that my daughter and my daughter's friends or kids their age are influenced by Nick and some of these things, I want to hear some of what he's talking about because that's what's influencing them.
Right.
And I think they have some legitimate complaints and some legitimate points. I may not agree with where they come down. I don't agree with them on women, not only on women voting, just, I think you just don't, you're just a kid. You just don't know enough about women.
How old is he again? How old?
He's like 27 or 28. You know what I mean? And I just don't have a relationship with a chick, have some daughter. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like
maybe you can appreciate women.
What's your
appreciate
mother think? Like, what's your mother think, Nick? Jeez, come on.
So I think he's wrong on that. A bit of a one-trick pony on the Jew thing, but I think he's making a lot of points that at least need to be they're arguments that need to be had within conservatism is what I think, and especially with the younger generation. So if you were to say between the two generations, you know what I mean?
Totally.
So yeah.
So wow.
Anyway, just some fun little year-end show.
Man, I feel like we were way more serious today than I thought we were gonna be. No, this is good. No, it's good. It's good stuff.
Well,
so
that's the year, Carrie. Merry Christmas to you. We did it. Thank you so much for sticking with me all year. You've been a fabulous co-host.
Thank you for having me.
Getting better all the time. I expect that'll only continue into next year.
I expect that I will start watching more news. Well, I have been. I've been like gradually watching more news. So
you do perfect, Carrie. You do a wonderful job.
I do perfect. Yeah.
You do a wonderful job.
You do a wonderful job. Thank you for leading us bravely in Todd's world.
Listeners, thank you so much. I really can't thank you enough for the year, for paying attention, for listening to us, for sending our clips to people, for liking our stuff. And hopefully you'll do it more into next year, and this show will only continue to grow.
Yeah.
But we do this for you guys, and I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you tuning in every week, doing both the Wildly Opinionated News Hour and Beers with Jesus, which seem like they don't always go together, but we make it all work.
We run them both. That's why they go together.
Exactly.
Yep.
And listen, guys, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Happy New Year. I hope the holidays are great. I hope you get to spend time with family. I hope that they're safe. I hope that the mass shootings pause for 3 weeks. God, I'd like to think that they'd stop altogether.
Right.
But but my word, it's hopefully the holidays go great for everybody. You reconnect with some family and tell them about Todd's World. Go to toddsworld.net, buy some merch, you know, with your tithe money, all the fun stuff.
No, it sounds fun.
All right. Well, listen, we're signing out. 2025. We're boxing that bitch up. We're going into 2026.
Bye.
I think you're ready to box it up. I'm ready to box it up. We're ready to go. Let's try another year.
Let's do it. Sounds like a plan.
All right, Gary. Thanks. Have a great holidays. Everybody else too. We will catch you January 2026. See what happens between now and then.
Yay.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.